In a world where cyclists descend mountains faster than gravity, where fans wave inflatable baguettes at emaciated men in lycra, and where nothing, absolutely nothing, is sacred. Welcome to the Tour de France 2025, a place of tradition, a place of reverence, a place of where, apparently, people now stand on actual human graves to watch Tadej Pogačar drop Remco Evenepoel for the 5th time this week. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a drill. We're about to look into two events so uniquely bizarre, so comically outrageous, that not even Netflix's Unchained would dare script them. Yes, this will never happen again in Tour de France history. Fans stood on actual graves to watch the Tour de France. Humanity is doomed. Imagine this, you're resting in peace, you've lived your life, you've paid your taxes, you maybe even watched Hinault punch a protester once, and then, years after you die, some Belgian tourist climbs on top of your tombstone with a Lidl-Trek flag and a portable speaker blasting Viva la Vida to catch a better view of Pogačar attacking on the Mount des Alotes. That was reality on stage 2 of the Tour de France, where fans, true fans, the let me tattoo EPO on my chest kind, decided the best vantage point for watching the race finale was standing directly on top of cemetery graves. Yes, actual graves, not a hill, not a bench, not a politely elevated flower pot. Graves. Cue widespread internet meltdown. As soon as the footage aired, showing dozens of fans balancing on tombstones with smartphones aloft like it was a cosplay concert, the cycling world reacted exactly as you'd expect, with rage, confusion, and copious amounts of passive-aggressive tweets. One tweet from former French pro and current armchair mortality police, Steve Chanel, read, quote, "This behaviour is shameful. Respect for the dead is not optional." Oh, but it gets better. A local mayor in the village of Les Habriers, where the scene took place, told Quest France, quote, "I've never seen anything like it. This is not what the Tour de France is about. These people weren't fans. They were circus animals with smartphones." We can't confirm if he actually said the part about circus animals, but spiritually it feels accurate. Meanwhile, cycling commentator and eternal voice of exhausted disappointment Rob Hatch simply said on Eurosport, quote, "If you're climbing on graves to watch a sprint finish, maybe reconsider your life choices." The ethics of grave surfing for a view. Let's be clear, we all love the Tour, but when you start using a granite headstone as your personal VIP box, maybe you've taken the passion a little too far. What did they think was going to happen? That Remco Evenepoel would see them mid-sprint and say, "Ah yes, I dedicate this win to the late Madame Brigitte Durande, whose grave is now helping this guy's live stream of me with zero context." One spectator tried to defend the behaviour, saying to France Bleu, quote, "I didn't even realise it was a grave. It just looked like a raised platform." A raised platform and a crucifix, and 1942-1997 etched into it. Sure, buddy. Tour organisers, mortified and probably googling how to install barbed wire around cemeteries, issued a statement saying, "We ask all spectators to behave responsibly and respectfully, especially in sensitive locations. The safety and dignity of all, living or deceased, must be upheld." Translation: we didn't think we had to tell you not to stand on dead people. The internet has a field day. Naturally, this turned into Meme Fest 2025. Grave mistake, talk about die-hard fans, the only time a ghost saw the breakaway before the peloton did, graveyard shift in full effect. It was glorious, horrific, and also kind of funny. Why this will never happen again? Because now the ASO has added cemetery surveillance to their list of responsibilities. Next year's tour route announcement will reportedly include fine print. Please refrain from standing on gravestones, war memorials, or anything remotely resembling the final resting place of a human being. Drones are cheaper. Meanwhile, local towns have begun hiring security guards to protect cemeteries and private land during the tour. That's right, your final piece is now protected by a guy named Gerard with a yellow vest, a walkie-talkie and a foldable chair. And so concludes section 1, the chapter where people literally desecrated the dead to catch a glimpse of Jasper Philipson getting boxed in again. Let's move on to something slightly less morbid, shall we? Soudal Quickstep's team car literally drove into a ditch. Nobody knows why. Stage 2 of the Tour de France was already weird. Pogačar had attacked, Evenepoel had exploded, fans were grave surfing. But then, just when you thought it couldn't get more absurd, the Soudal Quickstep team car, you know, the vehicle that holds spare bikes, wheels, electrolytes and occasionally Remco's ego, ended up in an actual ditch, like properly in it. Wheels sunk, nose down, rear end comically elevated like it had just tried to twerk and failed. We are not making this up. How did this actually happen? Well, according to footage posted by stunned fans, the Soudal car, identified by its signature red, white, blue livery and license plate of doom, was driving on a narrow farm road near the finish line when it mysteriously veered off course, bounced into a drainage ditch and got stuck. Yes, the car responsible for supporting one of the biggest GC contenders became a literal support case. Twitter exploded within seconds. Remco's tour hopes have now officially driven off the road. Soudal Quickstep becoming Soudal Quick Ditch. This is why we can't have nice things. And of course, the car went looking for Primož Roglic's luck and found its own. Any quotes from the team? Yes, Team DS Tom Steels spoke to Belgium outlet Het Nieuwsblad and offered the following wildly underwhelming explanation. Quote, the GPS had us rerouted due to traffic, and we took a side road that looked passable. It wasn't. We misjudged the soft shoulder, and the car slipped in. Translation: Waze told us to YOLO, it's through a cow path, and now we're screwed. Steels added, no one was hurt luckily, but yes, we were stuck for quite some time. The team later posted a Lightheart video showing the car being pulled out of the ditch by a tractor, because if there's one thing that screams World Tour professionalism, it's your multi-million euro vehicle being rescued by a farmer named Jean-Claude and his John Deere. What was Remco doing while this happened? We'd love to say he was attacking up a climb and had no idea. But in reality, this happened late in the stage, when the team car was supposed to be prepping bottles and position orders. According to Velo News, Remco was visibly frustrated after the stage, though he gave a diplomatic response. Quote, it's not ideal of course, but the important thing is everyone's okay. Let's hope we stay on the road tomorrow, drivers included. Oof, cold, sharp, Belgium, that's a Remco quote if we've ever heard one. Teammate Mikel Landa, always ready with a grin, added to Spanish media, quote, maybe the car just wanted a better view of the action. Okay Mikel, maybe sit this one out. This literally never happens, like never. Team cars don't just drive into ditches at the Tour de France. It's not 1972 or even 1927. We're not on the penny farthings anymore. This is the pinnacle of professional road racing, where teams calculate tyre pressure down to fractions and time their P-brakes with satellite telemetry. And yet there it was, Soudal's car in a ditch, like a badly parked tourist van in the Alps. Thanks for watching today's video. If you're new, please subscribe to my channel for the latest cycling drama, cycling news and cycling results. Leave a like on today's video and comment down below your opinions. If I've made any mistakes, correct me down below, or if you want to contribute and add to what I've said, also comment down below.